life is just a little bit more crazy than you think it is. It just gets to the point when, I'm becoming a wildlife expert and along the lines of what the hell is wrong with me and hiking. It just, I don't know. This is why I'm seeing bobcats on the trails because I'm talking to myself as I'm fucking going 10 plus miles through the fucking hikes, man. Like, this is what they're looking at. This is what they're hearing. And they're very familiar with mimicry. And this is what the problem is. I sound exactly like it. Okay. I cannot tell you any more than I have. Like, I mean, does that not sound like that? Does that's just the way like, seriously, like, yeah, yeah, this is a problem. Then you got the wolves mimicking humans. You got the whole fucking 9 yards out here, man. Just looking at me like, why do you sound like that? You got the fucking bear wondering what the hell's wrong with this guy. Like, is that it? What? That's a person. What the fuck? Okay, all right, whatever. As I was like, oh, oh man. And now he's outside my home the whole time. He's literally just as soon as I go back inside, he's tapping on shit. Just, are you in there? What are you doing? Now you know why the lynx is around my home. I'm not feeding it. I sound like it, and I'm going insane. So I keep talking to myself, and I can't do a thing about it. That's what's happening, unfortunately. So there is no confusion. I am not humping my cousin. I'm jam packed full of shit. I could hardly use my ding ding, but that's what's going on, and that's okay. That's all right. You know what? That's all right. It's not the hard part to accept, though. The hard part to accept is why it's happened, and I saved myself. I'm telling you. Yep. Yes, I did. I don't need to get colon cancer or anything crazy like that. Nope. 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 I'm in a predictable state of all the patterns and what the patterns mean and how they apply to my life. And I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got to be careful of how I work my tones here because this thing's outside. It's just waiting for me to come out and be trying to figure out what the fuck's going on in here. And as soon as I walked right out and I heard this fucking, you know, heard this fucking wolf just bark at me real quick, and I'm like, it's gotta be your fucking dog again. Come on, dude. Probably trying to reduce the risk of injury at this point. And I appreciate it. The police dogs are very, you know, good. So just letting you know too. That's also it's between a lynx, bear, or the dog. The dog's been doing a very good job at protecting my life here because you know the cat is not fucking around. All right. Anyways, if I knew I could improve my life by jamming my appendage into my cousin, I would have fucking ran straight into the batters and just cracked the toe. I'd been humping it up and down the street, publicizing it, posting it on Pornhub. I wouldn't even fucking care. I've improved my life. Look, every pump is another good step in another direction, but that's not what we're looking at right now. So I didn't. I'm not doing it. I haven't done anything. I've been jerking off. Yep. Yep. Just been jerking off. And it's worked so well too. Like it's so great. It's just this one problem we cannot figure out. And of course, the military would be impressed with me. I understand. I'm just that's great. I'm not impressed with anything. I've seen it. I've seen the whole entire thing. That I just understand this is gonna be okay. This is gonna be all right at some point in time. Just gotta settle it down. And I'm coming so close to unlocking the fibers of sanity. I've put in so much hard work to get to this point. And just allow people to know I fucking hate them because they piss me off so fucking much. And the next thing you know, it's not people, it's fucking animals. I've so once you finally work with the birds a little bit and do some investigating with them, they stop tanking your fucking gutters with rocks and stupid stones and shit. So because they accept the fact that you understand them and you know what they're talking about and you're listening to what they're talking about. So like you just have to gain that mutual understanding because it's hard for them to understand. And but the birds will, they've been showing me and they've been talking about it, and I've come in contact with the lynx in the back. So he made a bird noise, and ever since then they started making the same noise out there, and then they start talking to me about it, and then they're looking at me, and then they're hopping around, placing themselves in areas, and then they're showing me the lynx is hiding, so they'd start making the noise, positioning themselves, kind of making sure I understand them. They kind of like bow down and cock their head a little bit, like you know what I'm saying, bro? Like then they finally kindly compose or finally compose an idea of what's going on, and then or and then they kind of waddled over here and waddled over there, hid behind this bush, and he's like telling me he's hiding over here on alongside my home. We finally got the point. I finally got the point across that I knew what was going on. Hmm. So I had to call back real quick, take care of what was happening, and maybe there's no more birds. All right, the birds were going to be the problem. Okay, because they bother the kid upstairs. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. And these people are tanking on the fucking at least I thought it was people for a second. These animals are tanking on my freaking home here. All right, like and he's upset with me, and I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. It's the fucking animals, and it sounds crazy, but this is what's going on. Like I'm going nuts. I'm trying to be as quiet as humanly possible. I'm trying to make sure that he's able to sleep at night. It probably is, and I'm trying to again you have you know local ranges, and you know and this is what happens when certain animals are led to believe this, and but then when they're telling you something, this is this is actually happening. This is like a fucking related problem, and it's like what, fuck it, who cares? The only thing we got to think about is gutter replacement because of this cat and how large it truly fucking is. All right, gutter replacement. Also, the side, the cat started ripping. Like the birds showed me the damage that the cat was doing, and he's been ripping the corner of the fucking um. It's like the plastic like covering. Like you know how like DuPont has this plastic thing to keep like the weathering at it. Right. It's just the way the cat was able to get to it. Started ripping the fucking there's a whole bunch of weird shit going on here, and the bird was showing me what was going on yesterday, and I'm like, oh, well, what the fuck, you know? So yeah, we got like a lynx trying to say, personally, and I thought it was the fucking idiots that were, but it's just the animals were just trying to hit me up and be like, yo, and it's just don't bother the bear anymore. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the lynx. I got it covered. All right, got it covered. I'll take care of the lynx. I'm gonna have no issues. Yeah, but my gangster membership and stuff like that. Yep, this is it. Fucking, here's your sign. There you go. That's what it means to be a gangster. They set you up with the most perfect setup of all, and then boom, it's all there. Yep, every last thing. Yep. And they were always worried about the animals, and I never really knew why. But I'm looking at it like, eh, fuck it. Yeah, you understand? You got right. So now you got coyotes, you got wolves, bobcat, lynx, birds of any kind. I'm trying to get to the crows. I want to get to the crows and get like a feel for what they're about. A lot of it's just food. Kind of like the coyotes right now. Like I think I got one. Like I'm trying to get your claws down. Oh yeah, what was the Oh my God, what was that? Hey, what the fuck is this? All right, let's check out the job again. Oh yeah, I gotta do ZipRecruiter and stuff like that today. That's a fucking nightmare waiting to happen. How was it on? Yeah, Weird Al. There you go. There you go. That was it. Jerry Springer by Weird Al Yankovic. That's fucking perfect, man. Look at this. Yeah, this song is actually it. This is great. I don't care, man. And that was Weird Al Yankovic from 1999. Um, yeah, that's Jerry Springer by him. That was yeah. So well, yeah, whatever. I mention Weird Al. I mean, if you mention it, I mean, do you have to fucking? It's just a fucking stream. Who cares, right? If you see the problem, like people fuck up without knowing they fucked up. Whatever. Copyright strikes and shit. No, this is my fucking life right now. Okay, my whole entire life. God fucking damn it. But yeah, it's been 1 week since we got to see Cheating Lovers and Cousins that Marry. Yep. Definitely seen it. Like that song has never been more accurate, and I'm seeing it everywhere. So kind of like that book. We're pretty much telling you I'm not a part of that. I have not helped my cousin. I'm not about this. I'm starting to see things differently right now. I just want this shit show to stop. I don't want these fucking assholes running up to me because they're afraid I'm gonna help my cousin. I'm not on drugs. But that big ass cat is outside my home right now. Alright, let's try to do something for this cat to just let him know what's going on here. And they remember sound, so they could possibly ward off the animal a little bit easier in a minute. What song should we have? Overburdened by Disturbed. That's a good one. Alright, I don't think you're okay. I don't worry about it. Yeah, lower it so it's not like. Yeah, put it lower. We're scratching shit up. Uh, Alright, let's go and I just wanted to shoot a song. That's it. It kind of suits the beans. It kind of gets into the middle of the patterns, right? Let's go fuck around with it run real quick. See where you get something done. It's gotta be very quiet though. Fuck. I don't know how you guys got a Canadian lynx over here. I really don't. So, jeez, took me that long to get actually. Yeah, I don't care if the cat hangs out there. It's just I don't want him fucking. You see the problem right now. I kind of got set up in the worst way possible. I was potentially facing charges over that thing being over there, but it just got to the point. This was set up a certain way. It's just a mishap happened like that. You know what I'm talking about. So. Saying anything happened with that cat, it's not really its fault. Just kind of doing this thing. Fucking time. Yeah, I'm suffering from mental illness apparently. Is what we're calling it. Did I pick up the humanities or did I just completely forget? I got it. I don't know, all set. I checked. Making sure. Yeah, I quit out anyway. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I go and take care of that for the office because I don't know, there's a lot of reports on me being a gangster and shit and taming animals and stuff. And yeah, then, my car's in one piece and yeah, I just, yeah. So pretty much the thing you got to worry about in life, and it's not really like destined to be a problem here. I'm not trying to get rid of the links, but you're seeing the purpose and why people would be looking at it the wrong way. Um, yeah, yeah. I really did figure out what happened though. I just, got to give me a break. I got to tend to one thing at a time. I'm locked in on some, right? And this would be I mean, this is the best gangster story ever if you want to look at it the right way, but people are using circumstances they're unaware of. This is just kind of what happens. So, and, you got wooded areas. Just gotta see the point here. You gotta see why they would try to arrest me over it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on over here. It's the first time I ever actually went out there. I mean, like, considering how other people's backgrounds are. And, oh, God only knows what the fucking parents are doing, but yeah, I didn't really know much about the Bears, so it's kind of what you don't know will hurt you, honestly, especially those animals. They're really nice. This, I'm expecting the lynx here. All right. They're probably not a good idea to be saying you're Canadian when this happened here. This is yeah. Yeah. They weren't kidding. All right, here. Have a good time figuring that one